Now, I was okay with chapter 1 going back and forth between the present and the past, showing us what Boba Fett has been through since Return of the Jedi. But now it's starting to get a little bit annoying, and it's only chapter 2. Like, a big question that I was left with at the end of chapter 1 is, why did Boba Fett decide to be the daimyo of Mos Espa? Like, when did he come to that realization that this is what he wants? We still didn't get that answer, and as far as the present, we didn't get much of anything because it only lasted like, what, 10, 13 minutes maybe? And then the rest of the episode is just a continuation of what happened when he was with the Tusken Raiders. And now my issue is, what story are you trying to tell? Is this going to be a story about Boba Fett's past and what happened immediately after Return of the Jedi and his appearance in The Mandalorian? Or is this going to be about his, like, time as a crime lord in Mos Espa? Because it's been 2 whole chapters, and as far as the present and his time in Mos Espa, not much has happened. Like, this entire time with the Tusken Raiders, that could have all been in episode 1. Like, they could have scratched anything in the present. They could have just showed us what happened to Boba Fett after the events of Return of the Jedi, and that's it. And then we could have just resumed with the present in this episode. There could have been some more flashbacks and just given us some more insight to what happened, but instead it told very little about the present day and what's going on, and just went right back to the Tusken Raiders and spent the majority of the episode going over things that I don't think anybody cares about. A lot of people are upset with the duration of the episode, but I don't think it has anything to do with the duration, because you can have an hour episode. That's fine. But what does that matter if you keep focusing on things that people don't care about, like the Tusken Raiders? I was happy to see how he got his stick and how he got his robes and how he learned how to fight, but you could have all had that in the first episode and been done with it. That could have all been taken care of in the first episode, and then this one could have focused more on the present day, and then it could have also shown us how he came to find Fennec Shand on Tatooine, because we haven't seen that yet. In the present day, we follow Boba Fett and Fennec going to talk to the mayor, because that assassin named the mayor as the person who hired him, or hired all of them, in order to kill Boba Fett. And I mentioned last time that I hope it's a little more complex than that and it wasn't so obvious, because the major domo of the mayor was making things complicated. There was a bit of tension between him and Boba Fett, so I was hoping it was a little bit more complex than just the mayor did it. And it is. These Hutt twins show up on Mos Espa, and they're claiming that Mos Espa is theirs because I guess they're related to Jabba the Hutt or something. But Boba Fett says, no, fuck that. I'm the daimyo here, so if you want this, you gotta kill me. And I like that, but again, all this only lasts like 10, 15 minutes, probably less than 15 minutes, like maybe like 13 minutes or so. I didn't really check the runtime. But then it doesn't matter because it jumps right back to the past with Boba Fett's time with the Tuskens. So now it's just like, what story are you trying to tell? Is the Book of Boba Fett going to be about him trying to take control over Mos Espa and him like rising as a crime lord? Or is it going to be about everything he did after Return of the Jedi? Like, which story are you trying to tell here? So I'm wondering, how long is the Book of Boba Fett going to be? Because The Mandalorian each season was 8 episodes. So if they only have 8 episodes for the Book of Boba Fett season 1, or if it's just like a limited series and it's only 8 episodes, whatever, they gotta jump on that, because so far they haven't told much of a story yet. And it is very important that they cover, why did Boba Fett decide to go back to Mos Espa and take over? Like, what was his motivation for that? Because we still have not gotten that answer. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm pretty annoyed and disappointed that this is what the Book of Boba Fett has been so far, because I was very excited. Like I said in the previous video, it's very refreshing to see something that's not a Force user, it's not a Sith or a Jedi. Like, it's something new, especially about one of the most legendary characters in Star Wars, one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars, and this is what it's been so far. It hasn't really given us much of a compelling story in terms of his past or in terms of the present. Like, not much has happened there. So I hope they pick it up, because I love Star Wars, and I'm really not enjoying this series so far. Like, I enjoyed The Mandalorian, as formulaic as it was, but the Book of Boba Fett so far has been a very big disappointment. Go ahead and leave me your thoughts in the comment section, how you feel about this series so far, how you're feeling about chapter 2. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Please hit that like button, it does help me a lot. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will catch you in the next video next Friday. See you then. Bye bye.